Hello and welcome to Blockchain Silver. Today's video is titled, When Will the Rise in Housing Finish? Disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm an independent research analyst. My videos about financial instruments and general markets are based on my thoughts, views, and opinions of a particular asset or a general market. Invest and trade at your own discretion. So for those of you that don't feel like sitting through the whatever this video ends up being, 7, 8, 9 minutes or longer, the rise in housing, my projected date is September 3rd, 2023. That's about 433 days from June 27th, 2022, which is only a few weeks away. This is what all the math has brought my conclusion to, and I'll show you here in just a moment. So this pattern right here, this is 1970s gold. You can notice by the dates down here. And gold, Bitcoin, and housing, they all follow the same pattern. You just have to recalculate price and time. And so gold formed its hammer in December of 1974. Then it came down for almost a year and a half, a little over. This is about August of 1976, August 25th to be exact. And this is about September 10th through the 15th in gold. This is where housing is at today. We are right here. I'm going to show you on the next slide. And this here would be September 3rd of 2023. And I don't believe it'll look like this. It'll probably be something where it starts to round out like that. And so what we looked at on this slide right here, I've compressed it and cut it down. And I did that to make the picture bigger. If I put the whole thing in, these two would be tiny. So I've adjusted them for viewing. But we've got two assets. This is gold and this is present day housing. And it's the same pattern. Like I was saying earlier, gold in the 1970s, it built up into a hammer, then corrected down, then went on to finish at about $850. And this was January 21st, 1980. So these are all the 1970s data points. This 12/31/74 right here, that's this date. August 25th, 1976, that's this date right here. From here to here, 603 days. And this is calendar days, so this also includes weekends, holidays, any day where the market was closed or not trading, it's all included in there. And where we're at today, where I believe we're at, from August of 1976 to about September 10th to the 15th, 1979, that's another 1,116 days. And then if you take from this day here where I believe we're at in housing compared to gold, and you go forward to the actual day where gold finished on January 21st, 1980, it's another 128 days. And so this is done and over with, confirmed, done and over with, confirmed, done and over with, confirmed. In housing, which I'll show you on the next slide, we've got, this is like June. So now we're going into this same exact pattern here. And no, I'm sorry, I got July for this one. So from July down to February 28th of 2012, 2,038 days, and up to where we're at today, June 27th, 2022, which is only a few weeks away. We've got 3,772 days from that date. And so now, if you take these two, since gold is done and confirmed and over with, we're trying to get all these pieces to fit. And so what I do is I start dividing and looking for the same geometric amounts. And so here's the calculations that I use. Now this is gold here. You take the 603 plus the 1116, add the two together, take 128, divide it by that amount, you get a 0.0745, because we want a decimal point that, since this number is smaller than these two combined, we want a decimal point that's smaller than 1.0. And so that's why we're going to divide it that way. We get 0.0745. Now you just take the housing numbers and add the two together, which is just these two right here. We add these together. That gives us 5810. These are both calendar days. You take the 5810 and you times it by the 0.0745, since that's what we want to figure out how many days are left to finish. And the answer it gives you is 432.845 days, or in this point I just round up to 433. And so from June 27th, 2022, you want to go forward 433 calendar days, and we arrive at September 3rd, 2023. That is the original calculation that I came up with. June 27th, 2022 to September 3rd, 2023, 433 days. That's where we're at right there. That's what we have left to go. We are coming into the mania phase of housing. This is where it's going to get even more hot. Prices are going to go even higher. People are going to fight over more houses that come up for sale. It may seem like it's slowing down, and you may even think that it's done and over with, but it's not done. We're coming into the mania phase. This pattern will finish. These patterns are extremely powerful. They're just a play on human emotion. That's all it is. And so if we're around somewhere right here, this would be all of 2022 and then 2023 right there. And so in this time frame, when we get up to this point, when we get up to September 3rd of 2023, I believe that the rise in housing will be about over with. It may go a little more after that, but a good majority of the rise will be over with. The Federal Reserve, will see that interest rates are going to have to increase more, so they're going to spike interest rates probably sometime before, during, or right after this point, and that's what will be the final golden nail in the housing coffin. That's what's going to finish everything. Housing revolves around interest rates. When interest rates are low, then housing gets cheap. People buy houses. When interest rates get high, housing gets expensive. People don't buy. And when I talk about housing getting expensive, I'm talking about the monthly payment. So I believe interest rates are going to spike around this time. If you're on the fence right now, I'm not telling you to sell, but if you're in a home and you don't really see it being your forever home, all I'm saying is that in about April of 2023, that'll be a good time to sell a home. If you're in one that you're not sure if you want to stay there or not, or you're on the fence about it, that'll be a good time to list, be a good time to sell. And like I said, invest and trade at your own discretion, but this is what I see happening. I see all these patterns playing out over and over, and that's what they do. And so that's it for today. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, subscribe, share, leave your comments below. Let me know what you think about housing, if it's done and over with, if it's still going to rise, if you think I'm right or you think I'm wrong, or if you're a bull or a bear on housing. Feel free to put it in the comments below. Thank you for your time.